Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you've been around for a while, you know we've bred all kinds of live bearers on the channel. We've done purple mosaics, red mosaics, all different strains of guppies. We've gone as far as creating intricate aquascapes for them.
Grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page.
We even tried to create our own color strain, which we call the unicorn guppy. If you want to watch these guppy videos, go ahead and click the link up above. And the question today is how black and white is it to breed live bears? Is there any gray area, or you just throw them in a tank and let them go? Well, today we're going to find out. So let's get out and get some supplies. And of course, let's go pick out some fish.
Open my eyes, I slept through the day, feeling uneasy, I push it away. Last night was fun, don't feel like today. Let's do it again, let's go on a date. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna take you out and live the dream.
Well, we are leaving the fish wholesaler, and we've got about 30 fish, and based on the title and thumbnail, you already know we are breeding black and white fish. And well, I want to know, comment below, let me know, what do you think is going to come out from this? Black, white, marble, Dalmatian? What do you think will come from breeding a white sailfin molly with a black female molly? And well, we're just gonna have to find out. So I will release a video later on once they've had babies to show you exactly what comes out from doing this. But for now, let's go ahead and get back to the house and get something set up to get these fish in and get these guys breeding. You're probably asking yourself, well, what are you going to breed these in? Well, around here, we like to use plastic bins. And before we put fish in these bins, we like to clean them. And we use Blue Dawn dish soap to clean them, as it takes off all the oils from this plastic. If you decide to use some dish soap, use it at your own risk, and make sure you rinse all of the soap out of the bucket before you put any fish in here. Since the question today is it black and white when it comes to breeding live bearers? Well, what better substrate to use than black and white substrate? This is a planted substrate mixed with some sand that was used in a previous setup, and I figured, well, since we're doing this whole black and white theme, let's go ahead and use some black and white substrate. Now that we have the substrate in here, let's go ahead and talk about filtration. And what we're going to be using is a articulating sponge filter, and you can actually pick these up on my website at freshwaterscrub.com. Use the code MOLLY for 10% off of your entire order. And the reason I love these is because they have suction cups, they stick to the side of these plastic bins, and you can articulate them any way you need to manipulate where they fit inside of your setup. And now let's take a look at the fish that we will be breeding in this setup. Let's start with these white or silver sailfin mollies. These are all males, and we're going to breed these with black mollies, which are all females. So the question is, and comment below and let me know what you think, but what do you think that these will produce? Are they going to be marble or Dalmatian mollies? Will they be black and white mollies? Or will they be, I don't know, gray mollies? Let me know what you think down below. Well, now that these fish have been acclimated, it's time to go ahead and get them into this setup. Now that we have this setup completely cycled and obviously have fish in here, we need to go ahead and start adding some plants. And where we're going to get those plants is from these guppy breeding setups that I have going on the shelf right here. I set these up back in October, November timeframe, and you can watch those by clicking the card right up here on the top of the screen. And we're going to take some of this guppy grass as well as some of this subwassertang moss. We just want to make sure that there's plenty of hiding places in here for these baby mollies to survive. We're not doing an intricate aquascape or anything like that. It's really just going to be floating plants.
add a couple of little pieces of frog bit. I want to see if they grow any better or any worse in this particular setup that's a little further away from the light. Alright, well now that we have all these plants in here, we're going to go ahead and feed these guys and girls, and we're going to feed them some of our favorite, which is API tropical food. This is actually a mixture that I made up of API's tropical fish flake as well as their tropical mini pellets. I do this because sometimes when there's babies in here, the babies cannot eat those mini pellets, so they need the flake food. And, well, these mollies are going to take care of all of it. So let's take a look at these. Well, while these fish continue to eat, let's go ahead and take a look at another setup we are creating right now. And what we've done is laid a bunch of seed over some planted substrate, and we're hoping that this will grow into a nice, lush green grass, very similar to the setup that you're seeing on the screen right now. Once this is done, we want to stock this with something. Go ahead and comment below, what type of fish do you think would be good in this type of setup? We were thinking some shrimp of some sort, maybe some cherry shrimp, or, you know, some little neocardinia shrimp. But I'd like your input. Let me know what you think. So you'll have to come back and check out that video when that's released in the next few weeks. Alright guys, well thanks so much for watching the video today, and hopefully you went on to enjoy watching us set up this little bin to breed black and white mollies. And the question was, is it black and white breeding live bears? And ultimately the answer is yes. It is pretty black and white. If you get the water parameters correct, you feed them well with a high quality food, you give them some enrichment by adding some live plants or even fake plants, that is, and just toss them in, you pretty much can breed any kind of live bear. Mollies, guppies, swordtails, things of that nature. You don't need a whole lot to do it. These guys have been set up for a couple of weeks now. We don't have babies quite yet, but soon as we do, I do want to come back and take a look at all of these babies and see what color comes from breeding black female mollies with white male mollies. So make sure you stay tuned, make sure you're subscribed so you get notified when that video comes out. As well as we dropped a little clip of an upcoming video where we're growing some grass inside of a bowl, and I do need some input on what you think we should put in here. I'm thinking neocardinia shrimp because the bowl's not huge, but I wanted your input. So make sure you let us know that below, as well as make sure you visit freshwaterscrub.com and pick up a sponge filter if you need one, 10% off by using the code MOLLY until September the 10th of 2024. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that. Turn on your notification bell, as well as follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Links to both are down below. And I'm really working hard to get consistent with the content. I've had a lot of things going on in my life as of recently. If you remember back in January, my friend died, my little brother died. There's been all kinds of things that have happened over the last 8 months, and it's just been really difficult. Look, life is good. God has been good to me, and it is time to start focusing again on getting things going. So with that, guys, I really appreciate the support. I am truly grateful for you guys and sticking around and, you know, coming back to watch my content. So I'll stop talking now and let you guys get back to it. But with that, hey, listen, we'll see you next time.